Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Sample Pan Roulette. I believe we are up to episode 9. Basically, this is a series on my channel where I randomly select 5 different samples, 5 different samples from 3 different categories: makeup, skincare, and hair care, and then I work my way through them over the course of a month. I come back, share with you my updates on what worked, what didn't, and then randomly select my new products for the upcoming month. So I have my basket of samples to share with you guys today, so if you're interested in some mini reviews on the samples that I used this past month, then stay tuned. But first, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll consider doing so before you go. I post videos every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, we're gonna start with makeup, and I have 4 of the 5 items. I'm not sure which was my 5th item or really what happened to it, but we're going to talk about the 4 items that I went through, and then we'll randomly select my 5. So up first, I had the Tarte Double Duty First Step Prep Moisture Reset Cream, and this was fine, but nothing that would make me want to go purchase a full size in this. I just recently talked about Tarte in the brands that don't really excite me, and I feel like right now I'm just not really supporting Tarte as a brand in general. So unless it was like a standout product, I feel like there's nothing that would really entice me to go purchase anything from Tarte, so this was just okay. Another controversial brand, Kat Von D. I had her 24-hour super brow long wearable pomade, and I tested it out in 2 different colors: medium brown, which was good, as well as walnut, which was really dark, but I really liked it, and I actually really did enjoy this pomade. And if I was supporting Kat Von D at this time, I would actually consider purchasing this, but at this point in time I'm not purchasing from Kat Von D, so there's other brow pomades. And in fact, I really wouldn't probably use a brow pomade that much anyway, just because I personally prefer to just run some powder through my brows and call it a day. So, but I will admit this was a good product. Then from Urban Decay, I had a sample of the Urban Decay Original Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I just don't really care for eyeshadow primers, and for me, I have a ton of redness on my eyelids, and you can really see my veins, so I really do need to put a concealer over my eyes in order to cancel out the redness. So this just really, even if I liked eyeshadow primers, it just really wouldn't work for me. So definitely won't be purchasing a full size in this. I know a lot of people love this product, but for me personally, it just was meh. And then I had this sample card of the Smashbox. It was like a sample card of 4 different primers from them. The first was their Golden Hour primer, which is like a radiant glow primer, and this is something I have swatched in store a couple of times and actually considered purchasing in the full size, and I'm really glad that I didn't, because when I tried the sample of this, I did not really care for it. It didn't give me a radiance like I wanted on my skin, like I felt like it gave when I swatched on my hand. So I'm really glad that I actually got to try that out and decide that it was not for me. Then I had the Smooth and Blur Original Primer, which I've tried before, and this is okay. It's definitely not a holy grail primer for me, but it's fine. Then I had the 8-Hour Oil and Shine Control Pore Minimizer, and I actually have this in a full size. It's one of the first primers I bought before I really understood that everybody's skin's different, and some people will like a primer like this, and others, like me with dry skin, probably wouldn't or don't need a primer like that. So this definitely is not my favorite primer, but I can see why certain people with oily skin would really like it. And then at the bottom there was the super lightweight Smooth and Blur primer, and this was probably my favorite of the 4, but for me, with the exception of the Smashbox Primerizer primer, which is like one of my holy grails, I just don't really care for Smashbox primers that much, and they're really expensive, so I liked this, but I don't see myself purchasing a full size in it. Okay, so now, sorry, I keep like playing with my hair. I need to stop. I should have tanned, because I just realized how pale I look next to this white shirt. Maybe I'll go ahead and cover up as much as I can, cover up my skin again. Anyway, okay, so this is my bin with all my makeup samples in it. I'm definitely like getting down there. really don't have a whole ton left in this bin. So we're gonna pick 5 products out, which, okay, I may as well just pick this, whatever it was. Okay, this is the Huda Beauty Full Filter Foundation. It comes with a card with 4 different options for your color. I'm nervous to try this because I feel like I've heard many people say it breaks them out, and it's a super full coverage foundation, which definitely is not my preference, but try it out, I will. Okay, next up, I'm just gonna pick whatever these 2 things are. Okay, first we have the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. I believe this is newer to the Tarte line. And then I have the VDL Lumi Layer Primer. This looks like this. I think you can get VDL on the Beautylish site, if I'm not mistaken. So a couple of primers to try, and then I have 2 more items to select. I feel like typically my makeup thing is mostly primers. Speaking of, we have the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This is one of the, like, normally they come in like the little glass bottle, but this is just a little packet of it. I actually may pack this one with me to bring to Vegas. I already know that I really do enjoy this, so. And then another primer. This is the Yensa Tone Up Primer, the Essential Glow Primer. So I'm gonna have tons of primers to be testing out and using this month. That actually only leaves 6 more samples in my little makeup sample bin, which is crazy because this used to be so full, but that's really exciting. And actually one of these is just a little YSL matte stain, which I'm just gonna put in with the rest of my little mini lips, leaving me with, oh, only 5 more makeup samples. So unless I get more makeup samples, this is gonna be, the next round of this is gonna be it. Okay, moving on to the skincare category, I was actually able to test out all 5 of the skincare samples that I had. The first was this little Boscia Detoxifying Black Cleanser, and what's really interesting about this cleanser is it warms up in your hands or while you rub it onto your face, so I thought that was kind of interesting. It was a fine cleanser, not something that made me want to go purchase the full size. I was excited to get to try this because I have not tried a ton from Boscia, and it's actually one of the brands that I wanted to try more of in 2018, and I really didn't try anything from Boscia, so I was happy to give this a try. Not something that made me want to purchase this specific product in a full size, but not horrible, just not my personal, like I definitely have like my holy grail cleansers, and it would have to be like an outstanding cleanser to make me want to replace one of my holy grails. Then I used up this little sample card of the Plump Up the Volume 3D Filler Mask from Dr. Brandt. I believe I've used these before and I do like them. I know some people like absolutely rave about this. I believe this is a more expensive mask, so I'm not certain that I would purchase a full size in this. I do feel like it does a nice job of like filling in lines, and I'd be curious if I had a full size and consistently used it on a day-to-day basis, how I would feel the effect on my skin was. So I'm not going to immediately go purchase a full size in this, but it's definitely something that is on my radar for the future. Okay, so then I had the Sunday Riley Ceramic Slip Cleanser, and I actually really did enjoy this. It's not something that, again, makes me want to go purchase the full size because it's not something that I love as much as my Holy Grail cleansers. However, I did decide to stop using this about halfway through because I'm going to pack this with me on my trip to Vegas as my cleanser because it's a nice little travel size, and that means I don't have to pack one of my full-size cleansers, and I like it enough, or I actually do like this a lot. Like I would not be mad if I had to use this every day as my cleanser. It's a nice gentle cleanser. It doesn't have too strong of a scent to it, so I really did enjoy this, and I would recommend this product. I would definitely recommend testing it or trying it out if it's something that has been on your mind, wanting to try out. If you like Sunday Riley, I think you would really enjoy this. Okay, so then I had this Osea mask. This is their black algae mask, and this was a very interesting mask. You rubbed it on and it was like this black charcoal mask, but as you rubbed it on, it reminded me quite a bit of the Rub-A-Dub mask from Saturday Skin, and it was like your dead skin cells sort of like clumped up in balls on your face and like pilled up on your face, and then you washed it off. The one interesting thing about this is this almost felt like an oil when you washed it off. Like it was very hard to like actually get the product off of my face unless I was going in with a washcloth afterwards. So this was fine. I wouldn't purchase this in a full size. It was really interesting. I would just use the Sunday or the Saturday Skin one over this, but it was fine to use. And then from Yensa, I had their pumpkin turmeric 2-in-1 radiance polishing mask, and I did also really like this. I left a little bit for me. It's not completely used up, but I used this a couple of times. I had no issues with it like irritating my skin. I don't really have sensitive skin, but still did not irritate my skin, didn't cause me to break out or anything like that. I'm not sure where you can pick up Yensa products, but if this was like an affordable product at Ulta, it's definitely something I would consider purchasing, pending it was under like maybe 15 bucks. I did really like the polishing aspect that it had. It gave a nice exfoliating, or it had a nice exfoliating aspect to the mask, which I really did appreciate. And I really like pumpkin masks, so I did really enjoy using this. And I actually think I'm going to pack this with me to Vegas too, just so I can have like a little mini travel exfoliating mask. Okay, now on to selecting my 5 products. I do have still a very full skincare bin, so let's see what we get. Here's 2 things. Okay, so first from Patchology, this is their daily gel moisturizer, the Aqua Flash, which I'm really excited to try. I feel like I've heard pretty good things about this, and I've heard it's a more lightweight moisturizer, which is awesome for the summertime. It's just, or going into the summertime, it's just a little guy like this, so I probably honestly could pack this with me to Vegas too as my moisturizer. I don't see any problem getting through this, so excited about this though. This is a good one to pack with me on vacay. And then I also, from Mamonday, this is the Rose Water Toner. I recently tried a different product from them and wasn't the biggest fan, so we'll see how I feel about their toner. Okay, 3 more products. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So first, from Bioessence, I'm really excited to try a product from Bioessence. This is their Vitamin C Rose Oil. Ooh, this might be another one I pack with me, just so I don't have to bring like big skincare items. This is what this looks like. It's just a little mini guy, but oil I feel like lasts a pretty decent amount of time. So this says brightens, firms, and evens skin tone and texture, so I'm really excited to try this out. Then from Purity, I have tried this before. This is their just like the from Philosophy. This is their Purity Cleanser in just a little travel size. This one I definitely will probably bring with me on vacay too. So I have 2 cleansers. I already know this one used to be a holy grail of mine, but it has since been replaced, but it shouldn't be an issue to use that up. And then from Vita Coco, this is their coconut oil. So this is just like a solid coconut oil, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I can use this as sort of a first step to like a dual cleanse to remove all of my makeup, melt all of my makeup as like a makeup melter. So I'm excited to give this a try. I know Vita Coco makes like coconut water drinks that you can buy at the grocery store, but I did not know that they had like a little coconut oil skincare type of item. So also excited to give this a try. All right guys, lastly we have the hair care category, and for me I only got through 3 of the 5 products, so I will keep the 2 products that I did not get to test out in for this round, and will only select 3 new ones. But first I was able to get through the Amika Nourishing Mask with Sea Buckthorn Berry, and this was okay, but just not as good as some of the other hair masks that I've tried or owned, so not something that would make me want to go purchase the full size in. I was also able to test out from Cool Way their Beach Salt Spray, and I could see why someone with thinner hair would like this as a texturizing spray, or a spray when you get out of the shower that you spray this on your hair and it gives you some wave and some texture. But for me, I just have super thick hair, and it's like heavy and super weighted down, so texturizing sprays don't always work, or like beach sprays don't always work the best for me, just because my hair is just like too dense or too weighted down. So this was good. I have a little bit left, but it doesn't really have much of a scent to it, so not a scent that'll deter anyone. And then the other product that I was able to test out, and I've used almost this whole thing, this is from Bumble and Bumble. This is their Hairdresser's Invisible Oil, and I've really been enjoying this, and I'm definitely going to pick this up in a full size. I notice a huge difference when using this in my hair. I usually use it right when I get out of the shower. I'll put a little bit of this in, and even sometimes in the morning once my hair is dry, I'll rub this in. and I don't find that it makes my hair look oily or greasy, and it just does a really nice job of making my hair feel super soft. And I've really enjoyed this. I really like all of the Bumble and Bubble products that I've tried. I know they're on the pricey side, but at least we're getting good quality products. And then the two that I did not get to testing out, both are like styling products. The first is from Caviar. It's their anti-aging smoothing hydrogel nourishing hair perfector. This is just not a product or a style of product that I typically reach for. And then also from Living Proof, it's their TBD multitasking styler. Again, just not really products that I reach for, so those will stay in, and then I'll select 3 other products. Okay, so here is my hair care bin. I'm getting down there. There's still like a decent amount, but I'm definitely starting to make progress. So just grab 3 items. First from IGK, this is their coconut oil gel. So this will be interesting because I don't really use hair gel. And then from Way, this is their leave-in conditioner. I'm excited to try a leave-in conditioner. I know I really like the Briogeo one. I really don't do leave-in conditioner a lot unless I have little samples like this, but I've really enjoyed the Briogeo one. So we'll see how I feel about the Way one. And then, funny, from Briogeo, this is their Riscaro Milk leave-in conditioning spray. So I'm actually getting through another one of these right now, and I'll have another one. I know I do really enjoy this one. In fact, I'll probably bring this with me on vacation. So I feel like I have a really good mix of products for this month. Definitely some that I can bring on vacation with me and try and test out and use there. I'm excited to give you guys my update in my upcoming video. I'm really excited about the products that I've selected. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you consider doing so before you go, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.